Okay, play it.
Okay. So yeah, I don't play. I used to play Pharah a little bit, but yeah, I'm not exactly known for my Pharah. But like I said, I got some tips for you. So
Yeah.
we.
See, like, this is where he did it. Just look at him. Just look at him. Just stands there and starts swinging at me.
Listen, that Ryan definitely wanted different DPS. And you're just like,
Yep.
hi, how you doing? I'm not switching, and he's like, all right, I guess that's fine.
I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling.
All right, so some of this stuff is gonna seem like nitpicky, but like that's the point of going back and watching. So
Yeah, that's why I sent you the replay.
for sure. So the first thing I have is like you're on the ground here and you're kind of following the team, which is fine, but like why not pop right up, use your boosters, or just fly up and see what the enemy has, you know?
I
So
wanted to wait and get a little bit closer.
that's fair. But
Yeah.
as a Pharah, like you have, like look, you can literally see everything. You can see they have a McCree, a Hog, an Ashe,
Yeah.
and an Ana and everything. So you can. I know this is like not your team that you play with, but like you can call this to your team. You can say they have this, this, and this. And so shooting
Yeah.
right up out of spawn, you can start getting ult charge by poking at them from far away. And also you can scout and call to your team. So
Yeah.
that's probably what I would have done here. But you kind of walked forward with the tanks and then went up, and like that's fine. But like if you're gonna get one shot headshot by a Widow or something, like better for it to come right out the gate, so you know, whoa, they have a Widow who can hit headshots on me. Like then
Yeah.
to wait until your team, because your team's engaging now, and now you're starting to engage as well. So, but this is good. Kind of playing around the statue here and hugging the walls. You have to drop for health. I wouldn't have gone for this mega. So you're up. You're up the Echo, or you lost the Echo, but the Echo got a kill early. I can't remember who it was. So you were up 1, and now you're even. But you going for that mega instead of dropping back into your team for heals, and you're going all the way around. Like you're resetting right now, and the fight wasn't lost until, you know, like you were in
Yeah.
there, you know? So dropping
Yeah.
back, because it's not, and that's a flex shatter. So he did that because he's like, I got
Yeah.
it quick, I'm a slam, and whatever, fine with us to waste it. And I think he dies
Yeah.
for it. But so you have the Zen, you have the Mercy. It's not like you can't be healed unless you drop to the ground. You can. I know the Mercy you said was level 4 and like really new to the game. So like
Yeah.
she doesn't know to pocket you, and obviously with the Zen she can't exactly anyways. But like she can fly up to you if she wants to. She can heal you. So I don't think going for Mega there was like necessary, and it kept you out of the fight longer than if you had just backed off
Yeah,
and
that's
played
true.
defensive. But yeah, you get the Rhine here, so a quick reset and you guys should be able to push this. And then unlucky pick.
Yeah.
Unlucky pick by the Ashe. So it's I mean, and obviously like I said, the Mercy's level 4. So like you didn't know she wasn't gonna pocket you here. Because now you have the BAP, so now she really could be on your hip. So something else coming out of spawn. So this whole game here, I know you were just telling me how when the Hog hooks someone, you like to use your concussion to keep them apart, which is great, and that's exactly how you should be using it. But during this specific game, you didn't use your concussion blast like nearly as much as you could have. And
Yeah.
there are definitely some ways that you can use it, because it's your mobility. So like it can help you burst sideways in the air. So if you hit a building that you're close to, or a wall, or if you're jumping out of spawn, you can turn around, flick, hit the spawn building, push you forward, and then rocket up just for like some more ground that you're covering.
Yeah.
But also you can push people away from your team. You can also push people into your team, which is really important too. So I think if there's something you want to work on, like, you know, warming up before a game or something, work on like 180ing, shooting a wall, boosting yourself to the side, and like, you know, using it that way as like a mobility in the air. Because in the air, really all you can do is play behind walls as best you can. But if you're out up in the air and someone's shooting you, the only thing you can do is drop, unless you use that concussion blast to kind of boop yourself away. And it is
Yeah.
helpful getting out of spawn a little bit quicker. And this was unfortunate. But they get the nano. It's good you're backing off. Mercy's not healing you at all.
No,
this poor Mercy.
I feel so bad though.
Yeah, she'll learn. She'll learn that when there's a Pharah, just sit right on her. So that was the hook thing you were talking about.
Yeah.
It hit the shield, but it's fine. Good effort. So 22 health. Shouldn't have peeked that, but you got away with it.
Yeah.
And then a huge bomb to open things up.
I require healing. I need healing.
I need healing.
I need
Okay,
healing so bad.
so something that will come with time too is like you're spamming I need healing. Obviously there's no healers on the point.
Nah.
It's because they both died. But you see her right there. You see the Mercy. I think that's the Mercy coming back. Yeah. So
Yeah, it is.
So she could Guardian Angel to you if you like stepped forward and you help her get to the point and she helps heal you. So even if the Mercy's not pocketing you, like she's definitely not pocketing you, you're still the person with mostly the most mobility to go pick her up and bring her back, especially where you have no healers on the point and everybody's kind of thirsting for those heals.
Yeah.
So keeping an eye on where she is, because she vouched to get there and wasted it.
She tried to do her best though.
No.
She did. But you could have either you or the Echo could have picked her up.
Yeah.
Let's keep the payload
But yeah.
moving.
So it's something to keep an eye on if when she dies and you can scoop her up real quick, especially there in between a fight.
This is.
Oof, unlucky.
Oof.
They really are trying to counter you hard with the double hit scan,
Yeah.
and they have the Ana to help chip in. But you guys kind of get held hard here for a moment.
Yeah. We do because they almost tried to start really spawn camping us.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why you didn't grab Mini there, but it's fine. Huge boop, because now he's just shooting a wall.
Yeah.
And this is really good here. So your team is still spawning, and you recognize that, you come back, but you were looking for that off angle, which is really important. I think you die here, but so does he. So
Yeah.
I think because your Ryan gets a fat shatter. There it is. But yeah, so another thing, like obviously playing without the Mercy, you have to be a lot more careful. So you have to play. It's like playing Ryan without a Zarya. Like you don't have the bubble to save you when you get purpled. You don't have it to help you engage and swing. So like if the shield goes down for Ryan, he has to be near cover to back up behind it. It's the same thing with Pharah. Since you don't have the constant heals and damage boost, you have to play differently knowing that you don't have that. So maybe it's a little bit more passive, maybe it's hugging walls more, maybe it's hugging corners more. But when you do have the pocket, because you usually will, you have a lot more freedom to take a different angle than the rest of your team, which is what you were trying to do there. And this is good here. It's just unfortunate that everybody was dying. But it does help you guys break out of your own spawn, which is really good. I mean, a 3K is always pretty good with an ult.
Yeah.
Back online.
You do take, I think it's right here, now that you guys have broken out, you do take more of the off angle and you start clearing high ground here, I think. So like going over this roof, cool. You go over the other roof eventually too. So you're clearing the high ground, which is great. Booping some of them off would have also been ideal. But you're harassing them enough to where Hog backed off and you're helping to create space, which is really nice. Because it's not always the tanks who create all the space.
Yeah.
You are definitely pushing them back. This is nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Always nice when you can kill a counter. But that Bob is huge.
Yeah.
But nothing you can do about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I mean, like we said, you don't have that healing, and that fight was lost anyways, so time to regroup. I don't know if you guys would have capped second if it weren't for the Charlie Niner that comes up.
Yeah,
But
that niner.
yeah,
The C9er.
freaking good. But yeah, so the hog is obviously a fat target, but sometimes I feel like you could be shooting someone because hog's just gonna heal up or get healed, unless he's really harassing your team, which he does occasionally here. Like you could be aiming for the Ana or maybe the Brig and helping to pepper them down, or taking out the McCree and Ash like you did before. So
Yeah.
focusing on the right targets, because like their win condition obviously is their DPS lineup. I mean, obviously the Rhine has a lot going into him with the Ana and Brig, but like if their DPS can out DPS you, like they're direct counters, so they're looking to shut you down, and if they do that, then it's a 5v6. So
Yeah. That was the ouch.
yeah, that was bad. But you're already 2 down, so it's not the biggest thing in the world. Honestly, my thing is like, if you're like, you don't want to die first because then it looks like you're the problem. But a huge thing in this game is just trying to stay alive, whether you're tank, healer, or DPS, because I think you require healing. I don't know if you were trying to get Mercy to come with you or, but that was pretty funny.
It was probably a misclick, to be honest.
Fair enough.
I don't remember. Yeah.
Okay, so this is good.
Fair enough.
Farah enough. Oh god. My brain. I feel like you're trying to get the Mercy to come up to you and you're like, oh, there you are, and then she still doesn't heal you and you're like, okay,
Yeah.
thanks, that's
Okay.
fun.
This is fine.
Yeah. So I
It does
don't.
eventually.
Yeah, true. She does. So you guys got second from the C9 there, and that obviously made the space so you could push up. So as Farah, for the most part, I believe you can stay in the air for almost the whole time, and Bob just melts you, but
I tried to push him back from leaving us to the side instead.
booped into the cart. Yeah.
Yes, oops.
Yeah. So I mean, and obviously at the lower ranks, like it's hard to hit the Farah. And that's why they had to go double hit scan to deal with you. So trying to stay in the air as much as possible is a good thing. And then you could have booped, maybe could have saved him, maybe could have prolonged it to kill him. I don't know. But
Okay.
it's all right. So yeah, Ana's will hit you out of the sky too, because they can 3-shot you.
They can.
Yeah, Ana does, I think 70 or 75. I can't remember what she does, but it's enough to kill 200 health.
Me and Jamie, we kind of bullied the Brig. You're coming up soon.
Yeah, this
Maybe
is
the next fight, I think.
honestly, it was like getting second point was rough, and the C9 helped a ton. Yeah, Jamie got it on Echo pretty easily, and then from here on out, you guys kind of steamrolled them.
See, this is where we bullied the Brig.
This poor Brig.
We
And
bullied the Brig.
she gets kaput, and that's a huge stagger.
Yeah.
But yeah, see, like you're going back to your team. I like that you're on the high ground. That's always helpful for a DPS to get an angle. And Ana, yeah, so Ana does 70 per shot.
Yeah.
So if she's 3 shots you, that's 210. So you're dead. But all she has to do is hit you once, and then DPS can help follow up, or vice versa. I think this is a pretty big bomb. Yeah, huge.
Yes.
And I like this because Mercy's getting harassed, and you're like, I'm gonna come save you. And it's a valiant effort. You don't quite save her, but you avenge her, which is just as good almost. And then you guys win it right here. But
that reload was painful though. When I was trying to get, he was such a low health. I thought I wasn't gonna get it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
He's if he had drank there too, oof, I don't know if you would have killed him at all.
Yeah, no.
But so finishing thoughts, I think Ron said it too when he watched this. He said maybe your sensitivity's too high, and maybe like because when you're flicking, you're over flicking instead of hitting where you're trying to hit. So maybe play around with that, because like it's not a huge deal to go up or down a little bit of sensitivity and see if it helps. I know I just had to do it for some of my heroes, some of the more tracking hit scanning ones. I just brought the sensitivity down because I felt like I was missing a lot because of over flicking as well, or overshooting. So maybe that's something to play around with. But finishing thoughts, I'm just going to go through everything pretty quickly. The scouting in the beginning and getting that early chip damage is pretty good. Making sure to... I mean, it was good map awareness to grab the Mega in the beginning, but backing off into your team for the heals. Obviously, it's situational there. I think you could have probably gotten away with backing into your team. And then rocketing for mobility, and also just using it Concussion Blast more in general. And then the time spent on the ground was a little much, and I think working on her movement, staying in the air, and taking those off angles would really help. Picking up the Mercy from spawn, I mean, that's something everybody should do, but definitely Pharah's, especially if they're pocketing you, which she wasn't this game because she was new. And taking the off angles is good. And recognizing when you're playing with a Mercy pocket and without. Because if you want to continue to play Pharah, even when you don't have a Mercy pocket, it's going to change your play style. So it should change how you're playing and your mindset while playing that game. But yeah, do you have any thoughts, any questions?
Nah.
Pretty good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay.
I'll take your stuff into note.
Yeah, for sure. And it's not going to come overnight. It's not going to be like, oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. But the first step is getting to recognize it in the situation, or after you die. After you die, like, if you just pause for like 3 seconds, watch the kill cam maybe, and be like, why did I die here? Is it because I was out of position? Is it because I was trying to secure a kill? Is it because I wasn't getting healed? Is it because of whatever it is? And it's not always your fault. Like, there's...
And the funny thing is, I never watched the little second recap of the replay because I don't want to get salty.
Yeah, I get that. Believe me, I usually skip it so that I can keep informed of like what's happening in the game, so I can help make calls, because I'm usually talking a lot in game. So I usually skip it a ton too. But maybe when you're playing quick play before you go into comp or something, just play quick play Pharah, and see where you die, because analyze it, because like I said, staying alive is so huge in this game, because obviously downtime, it's like a 10-second respawn, and then you have to come back from the respawn to get back into the fight. And all that time, if you could just back off for a second to get healed and then push up instead of just pushing up and dying, like, that's huge. That's so much more uptime. And honestly, if every player just prevented some of their deaths, they would like have a much better statistics and performance and everything. So something definitely to keep in mind and to go over and stuff. And all these things are little things, little tips that hopefully will help you, improve your gameplay.
Yeah.
For sure.
Gotcha.
So
yeah, for sure.
Thanks for sending me the thing to watch, and hopefully you're not overwhelmed by it. But yeah. You could always rewatch this if you need to.
Yeah.
For sure.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome.